if you're watching this, I am in labor. And it is the middle of like July when I'm filming this, and I'm wearing a long cardigan, but I just finished filming a Nordstrom sale haul, so I wanted to actually sit down and film this because your girl's been having contractions a lot lately. So at the time of filming this, I'm 37 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I literally last night, I've got like one-off contractions here and there. I've been having Braxton Hicks since like 20 weeks pregnant. But last night I was laying in bed and I was like, that feels like a contraction. And it lasted for about 60 seconds. A few minutes later, got another one. I was like, oh, okay, that's, 2 contractions. Got a third, and I was like, okay, gonna start timing these. And they were 15 minutes apart. I panicked, and I was like, I'm ready for this baby to come, but at the same time, I am not at all ready. So I'm trying to kick it into high gear today. As you can see, I'm in my new filming space. We have just recently moved. So I'm trying to like get it together, but yeah, having contractions that were 15 minutes apart was definitely a shock, because with Ezra, I didn't get not one contraction that was like legit until I was 38 weeks. I think it was 38 weeks and like 1 day. And then I think they didn't pick up like they did last night. Like they didn't even hurt the way that they did last night until like 38 weeks and 4 days, or 38.5 or something. And I had him at 39. So it was definitely a shock. But this pregnancy has been so incredible. If you watched my announcement video, you know that this baby was a complete surprise. This pregnancy has just in every way been completely different from my first pregnancy with Ezra, and I've been very grateful for that. There have been some things that have just been odd. Of course, Ezra was a planned baby. We tried for 5 months, got pregnant on that 5th month, and my cycle was really regular. We were, tracking and everything, and this baby, like I finished breastfeeding Ezra, and then when he was just shy of 8 months old, I got pregnant again, and we found out by surprise, just because I was like, I got some cramps yesterday, like I thought my period was starting and it didn't. Let me take a test, that's weird. And it was positive. So I definitely had a lot more anxiety in the beginning of this one because I wasn't doing all the things, like I wasn't as prepared as I was with Ezra. And not that you can ever really be like fully prepared, but it's just as prepared as I could have been for getting pregnant with Ezra. I was not at all like that with this baby. So I definitely had a lot of anxiety. I also found out a lot earlier with this baby than I did with Ezra. So I was like checking line progression. I was really anxious, but overall this pregnancy has been a lot easier on me mentally. I still stand firm. Like if you hate pregnancy, that's totally fine. And if someone tells you that you need to not say that, then you can tell them to F right on off, because you are allowed to feel grateful for something that causes you anxiety. Pregnancy is so hard. Growing a human is hard. And if someone's like, just relax, it's like, oh my God, I had not thought about that. Thank you so much for saying something. Like, it's just not always that easy. This time I've been able to mentally kind of relax a lot though. I know what to expect. I know that every ache and pain isn't necessarily a bad thing. But physically, this pregnancy, I have cried so much more. It has been so much harder. It has been like just the aches and the pains that do happen are like so much worse. I've been bigger longer for this pregnancy because I started showing so quick, because I did get pregnant at 7.5 months postpartum. And on top of that, lately my toddler has been doing this thing where he wants to like crawl across my belly, and it really hurts. And I have to tell him no, and then he gets mad at me. So physically, this pregnancy has been about 400 times harder, but 400 times easier mentally. So for that, I am very grateful because I have been able to enjoy this one a lot more. I am saying it here, and it's just like I've said it before, we are never having any more children. We are done. We are so happy. We love just the idea of 2 from the moment that I found out I was pregnant with this baby. Our lives just felt complete. And that was actually something Sam and I felt almost instantly. We both agreed, like, if this baby is healthy, good to go, like that's it, we're good. And I know that like some people say they change their minds. We are not people who do that. You don't know us well enough if you think we're gonna change our mind, because for us 2 is just perfect. So I am done having children, and it feels really weird, but at the same time really good to be moving on with this phase in my life, the baby making phase. And now I'm moving on to the raising my babies phase. And I will always desire to hold my children as babies one more time. Like, I would do anything to go back and hold Ezra as an infant one more time. But that does not mean that I will ever desire to add more children to my family. My family unit is complete, and I just like, it makes me just like giddy pinch yourself excited that I'm done having babies and now I just get to raise my 2 sweet little boys. That's all I really gotta say here. I'm kind of just repeating myself at this point, but it's crazy. We're here, we're at the end. My husband and I are so excited to welcome this last little baby boy into our family. We feel so blessed and so grateful to be giving Ezra a sibling. I know it sounds crazy that we're so excited to be doing it and not at all stressed about having a 16-month-old and a newborn, but I have 2 siblings on either side of me that are very close in age, and I love it. And Sam does not have that. He has a huge age gap in between him and his closest sibling, and he hates it. Like, he thinks it's the worst. He's like, I don't ever recommend anybody do that age gap. He's like, it's the worst age gap ever, because he just lives such a different life than his brothers, and so he feels like he misses out on a lot of that. So yeah, I'm excited to give my big boy a little brother, only 16 months apart, and I know they're gonna be the best of friends. So thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for loving on us during this journey. Definitely make sure to follow us on our vlog channel if you want to see more vlogs. I've been uploading a lot more there. I will link that right here for y'all. But we're grateful, we're excited, we're hoping no C-section. Last time we came very close with Ezra. But if we have to have it, then that's what we have to have. My goal is to get my child here safely, and I know that things can go wrong in the matter of seconds. So as long as my son is born safely, I do not care about anything else. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.